Hola, bienvenidos de Terra. Gracias. Y díganos un poquito de su película Atrocious.
Atrocious is a movie. It's like a first-person style, shooting style, and it's a horror movie about a family that traveled to an old house where they used to live 10 years ago, and they start investigating. Well, the siblings start investigating about an urban legend about a girl who appears at night in the woods, and it's when something strange happens.
Strange occurrences begin to happen.
Why shoot it as a documentary style?
Well, first because I believe that this kind of shooting style, it's like a different experience, because you know already all the elements of a cinematographic style, the music, the
When
sound.
the music begins to, and you know something will happen, and
So
this way you never
you
know.
feel like you are in there, and you don't know what is going to happen. So that it's I believe it's the future of a new genre of horror films.
Okay, so tell me, is it a thriller? Because I watched the movie and I was very scared. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight, and the audience should be aware of that. But is it a thriller? Is it a fright night? What kind of movie is it?
We think it's a horror movie. Okay. It's a horror in this like subgenre of documentary found footage style.
What kind of films were you inspired by? Because it seems like a lot of films have this lately. The Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch was back in the day.
Yeah.
Also, The Shining has a lot of The Shining.
Well, yeah.
And, like The Labyrinth and the.
With the shooting style, it's obvious is the Paranormal Activity and the Blair Witch Project.
Yes.
But there is a lot of influence, like The Shining, because Psychosis, and if you see the movie, you can
get some
elements
from
like,
many.
well, I can tell everything, but well, you need to see the movie to understand why there are some elements of The Shining.
And we're here at Sundance, but why Sundance? I mean, there's so many reasons, so many different film festivals. Why premiere it here in Sundance?
Well, we thought we are in Sundance.
Sundance.
Yeah, but we want to premiere in a US festival because we already premiered in Sitges Film Festival. But in the USA, nobody knows about the movie, and we are hoping we can make a distribution. And I believe that this kind of films, the film festival, are so good to independents because they are looking for new directors for new movies. So I believe this is a good way to get known.
And what was it like working with such young actors, Julian y Christian Quintanilla? They're so talented, and they're playing themselves.
We wanted to have actors
that were able to be so spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous, because they didn't know
the whole script.
The whole script. They didn't know the end of the movie. Actually,
each one had like
every actor has their own script version, and they didn't know what is going to happen. So they needed to be so good at spontaneous to react to the new things that they are experiencing. Because in the wood, when they are in the woods, they don't know what is chasing them.
They didn't even know when or what they will find.
So was the film largely spontaneous and impromptu?
Yes.
And it just rolled out that way?
Yeah, I mean, there was a script, but
only the crew knew the full script.
And for the actors, every day they would know, like, you're going to do this and that, and it was more like practicing a lot, like how to hold the camera, how to do everything themselves, but because they recorded actually everything, not a director.
So the fear is very real. That's actually them freaking out.
Yeah.
Them and everybody. I mean, the crew and all of us, because to be in that labyrinth in the middle of the night without any lights is so frightening.
Yeah, and the house was so frightening.
You're telling me I'm so scared. I watched it this morning in broad daylight, and I'm freaking out for later tonight.
Yeah.
And where did you guys shoot? Did you guys shoot in Spain?
In Spain, yeah.
Spain.
In Sitges, actually.
Sitges.
In the actual, and is that a real urban legend? Because it seems like one that I've heard before.
Yeah, there are many urban legends about about this girl that appears in the content. So yeah, there are many, like, but this is the one, the very one from this town in Citrus. I don't know if you know about it, but it's a very peculiar.
Yeah, we are from Mexico, so in Mexico there's a lot of urban legends, and I wanted to put like something from Mexico in the movie, and I chose this legend. But when we arrived in Spain, we found out that there actually is a very similar story there, and we started meeting something to work out the legend, and that's how it works.
And were there any like kind of scary things that happened? I mean, I remember the movie Poltergeist, where really scary things happened during the making of the movie. Did anything scary happen while you guys were making your movie?
Well, to Fernando, many things happen all the time.
Can you share with us a little bit, just a little bit?
Well, it's something that it's very difficult to explain, because it's like
feelings.
Like you feel something behind you when you are alone in the dark, but this is something that happened to me 10 years ago, and it keeps happening. And actually, it started happening when I know about this legend about a girl, and I remember that summer is when it started to happen. These weird things. So in the premiere at City Film Festival that night, I felt the same, because I felt like something was,
you know, like a big cat, you know, so something like going through his legs, like something walking there, but then
because I entered at the theater when the movie was already begun, and all the lights was down. So I was looking for a place to sit, and I can't find anything, and I felt something between the legs, something strange. I looked down, and I saw in the dark, I saw something like a cat moving, but inside the theater. So I power on my light of the cell phone, and right, well, and there was nothing.
But many things like that happened, because you know, since he was even writing the script, if I ever went to him at night just to ask him if he needed anything, he would, like, you know, like jump out from the computer because like he's like, never come and do this to me.
So if the film scared you guys when you guys were making it, I just can imagine what audiences are going to feel like. So is there anything specific you guys want to tell the audience?
Well, keep the open mind, because everything could happen, and enjoy it.